settles heavy on the rusted wire, while the prophets keep trading on the coming fire. Send me an angel, ooh, send me an angel. Send me an angel, ooh, send me an angel. The newspapers roll down and got a light weeds, filling up the garden with the wrong kind of seeds. Wrong kind of seeds. The horizon is bleeding a terrible gray. The vultures are gathering to witness our fray. But the marrow is steady and the spirit is wide, waiting for the turning of the incoming tide. Send me an angel, ooh, send me an angel. Send me an angel, send me an angel to clear out the road, someone to carry the weight of the load. Send me an angel with his silver-lined wing to teach this cold metal how it ought to sing. Before the last candle is blown to the floor, send me an angel right into my door. Morning paints the kitchen wall in white. A quiet kettle hums against the cold. We folded up the shadows of the night to find the stories that were never told. You rest your head upon a simple chair. The dust is dancing in a single beam. There is no heavy burden left to bear. Within the borders of this waking dream, kindness is the weight of hand on hand. A steady pulse across the hollow divide. Building mansions on a when the shouting ends. The mended fabric of a weather coat, a broken circle that begins to bend. The holy anchor of a drifting boat. Looking for a garden that refuses to be mine. The gravel road turns into a river of salt, and the sun is a heavy copper coin in the air. We left the iron gate swinging wide, back when the fruit was too heavy for the branch. Now the dirt knows the weight of our walking shoes, and the distance is a wound that will never blanch. I carry a handful of seeds in a leather pouch, waiting for the soul to tell me its name. Paradise is a house with no locks on the doors, a place where the shadow forgets to follow the man. It is not a kingdom or a crown of gold, but the silence that settles when you finally stand beyond the edge of the shivering wheat, where the sky and the valley shake hands. Paradise is a house with no locks on the doors, a place where the shadow forgets to follow the man. It is not a kingdom or a crown of gold, but the silence that settles when you finally stand beyond the edge of the shivering wheat, where the sky and the valley shake hands. They told us the climb would sharpen our breath, that the peak was a diamond cut from the frost, but we found out the summit is only a ledge, and the real treasure is everything we lost. In the thicket of thorns and the cooling ash, the clouds are like sheep grazing on the blue, and the wind is a story told by the grass. I see a smoke signal rising from the hearth through the lens of a broken hourglass. We don't need a compass to find the way home, when a pulse in our wrist is the only clock. Lay down your coat on the mossy bank, let the creek wash the dust from your tired throat. The horizon is frozen, it springs for the night, that the moon is a small and lonely boat. Everything we searched for was under our feet, in the dirt and the rain and the morning a place where the shadow forgets to follow the man. It is not a kingdom or a crown of gold, but the silence that settles when you finally stand beyond the edge of the shivering wheat,
where the sky and the valley shake hands. Paradise is a house with no lights on the doors, a place where the shadow forgets to follow the man. It is not a kingdom or a crown of gold, but the silence that settles when you finally stand beyond the edge of the shivering wheat, where the sky and the valley shake hands.
The belly of the cloud, high above the hunger of the crowd. A mane of ivory unspooled in the gale, writing a story that the wind won't fail. Beyond the iron steeples and the slate, ignoring the heavy ironies of fate. The leather creaks a song of old dust, moving far away from the gears of rest. Four feathered sails beating against the blue, searching for a vision that might be true. The saddle is empty but the path is clear, leaving a ghost of every winter fear. He carries the weight of a billion sighs across the silver canvas of the skies. With a spine of pearl and a heart of flint, he follows the sun for a golden hint. Through the high cold silence where angels tread above the tangled sheets of a restless bed. The horizon is a line drawn in moving sand, far from the grip of a grasping hand. No bridle can hold what the spirit has won, galloping straight to the core of the sun, where the shadows melt and the secrets burn, and the lessons of the earth no longer concern. Flakes of sudden snow on the weary valleys waiting down below. He doesn't look back at the jagged town or the kings who traded their souls for a crown. Just a flash of alabaster in the heights, a sudden fracture in the coming night. The mountain peaks are only pebbles now. Sweat dries cold upon his noble brow. The air turns thin as a pauper's coat, while a celestial melody hits my throat. Unbound by the gravity of human grief, the passage of the seasons is only brief. Follows the sun for a golden hint, through the high cold silence where angels tread above the tangled sheets of a restless.
watch the heavy hours turn to gray. You left your keys beside the empty glass, but took the reasons why you couldn't stay. Baby, tell me why the summer turned to ice, how the gold we held has crumbled into sand. I paid the heavy debt and paid it twice just to hold a hollow secret in my hand. Baby, tell me why the stars have lost their track, and why the road ahead is folding back. Baby, please tell me why. There's a fever in the silence of the hall, a shadow moving slowly through the gate. I'm standing with my back against the wall, just waiting on a word that's far too late. Baby, tell me why the summer turned to ice, how the gold we held has crumbled into sand. I paid the heavy debt and paid it twice just to hold a hollow secret in my hand. Baby, tell me why the stars have lost their track, and why the road ahead is folding back. Baby, please tell me why.
The barmaid leans on wood so old and fine. Her glasses shine like ghosts out on the tide. The sailors come with coins to trade for wine, while restless waves turn gray outside. Her locket swings like time it cannot slow, since he was taken by the hungry sea. He vowed to take her far from here below, but waves demand what love can't free. The tide pulls down the sun without a sound, leaving salt and smoke along the ground. Brandy, Brandy, you are the jewel of this jagged coastline town. queens to wear. He says she's meant for thrones so far away, but she just pours the drinks with steady care and turns her face to winds that stay. The lantern dies as storms begin to call. The shadows hide along the tavern wall. The chains all clank their iron lullaby for one lost where the seagulls cry. Brandy, Brandy, you are the jewel